tell you what, 7 degrees sure feels cold. Yeah. Oh, much yes. But yeah, the fish house. You guys haven't got to see it since last season. I don't know, we went camping. We took it on a camping trip, that's right. Forgot about that already. My life's just that busy. Oh. Well. So if you've been waiting for a frickin' fish house video, here it is. So, fish house stuff. I literally have not plugged this thing in since our little camping trip this summer-ish. And it's only gotten down to 61%. Let me show you guys, just so you know I'm not fibbing. It's not plugged in, we're still boondocking right now. And she only came down to 61%. So, that is just another freaking reason why a golf cart battery bank is just the cat's ass. Because you don't need a generator. You don't need the annoying fucking outside of your fish house all night long. You don't need that. You got some golf cart batteries that'll last you all night long with light and power source to plug your phones in and maybe a TV for like an hour. But still, if you're just a simple, very, I guess, minimalist type of person, this would be perfect for you. Because, I mean, I don't need a fucking radio. I don't need fucking movies playing all night long. I don't need a fucking microwave or I don't need none of that stuff. I just need heat, light, a place to drink beer and play cards, and a place to plug my phone in and my camera because I'm a YouTuber and that's just the way we do things. We have to charge our stuff. 4 holes, if you remember. I could have put one right here. I actually bought 5 hole covers because I was going to put one right here for jigging, but I just didn't put it in, I guess. Because, I mean, if 2 people want to jig, they can sit on the end of the benches. That's how Dad and I did it when we tested this thing out last year. You sit right here, armrest on both sides, and you can jig. And you can put 2 rattle reels over there. It's perfect. All I need is just these 4 holes. I got a lot of comments. People have been like, there's only 4 holes. Not much for fishing. It's plenty for fishing. It's plenty. When you're in your fucking flip out portable, you only got 2 holes. 2 holes, bud. Or a rattle reel on the other side when you're by yourself, or if you had 2 guys, you guys are still jigging in 1 hole each in that little space, and then you maybe got tip ups. But in Minnesota, you can only have 2 lines down, so you can only have 1 in the fish house and 1 tip up. So yeah, legally, if I only had 2 people out here, myself and someone else, we can only have 4 lines down anyway. So being able to sit here and jig, 2 people, keeping you busy, and then having 2 rattle reels down my other 2 holes, it's perfect. That's all we need. And if there's 4 people out here, which this little unit can sleep, 2 people down here, 2 people up there when it's flipped down, you can still all have a line down. And a couple of tip ups outside with the flip up lights, I mean, you're good to go. Yes, I'm going off, but I just like to explain things because you guys know who I am by now. That's just the way I like to do things. I like simplicity and I like functional, you know. I could go buy a freaking 16-foot ice castle if I wanted to. I think they're fucking awesome. As much as I fish, I just don't feel the need to get one, you know what I mean? And I get all the character in here because I built this fucking thing. That's the coolest part about it. Oh, alright. Rod holder. Rapala brand. Alright. A little bit of Rapala in here. Probably stick this right at the bottom. This guy here about there. I don't know. You know what? Maybe I should play it safe. Go grab some of my fishing poles just in case. Okay. 2 fishing poles, just the cheap Walmart ones that you see. I mean, I always go for the coolest looking, colorful one because I really don't care. But if it looks cool, I'll buy it. One thing I do spend my money on is good ass tools, and I'll tell you, rigid drills with a nice 4 amp hour battery. You're solid, boy. Well, that fucking bothers me. Why would they build it like that? There's one screw hole on one side, and there's two screw holes on the other side. Why? Why? Both of them are like that. Why? Like two engineers for Rapala are like, I want one screw hole. Well, I want two screw holes. Well, fine, we'll just meet in the middle. Then the quality control guy's like, let's do it. I bet that's how it went. What do the directions say? I mean, how freaking far should these be apart? I don't know. I've never followed directions anyway. I always just go with the flow and do things on my own. Alright, that should be good. Again, shout out to my mom for sewing up these freaking sweet removable cushion covers so I can take them off and wash them if I have to. My mom's awesome. I love my mom. These freaking lights have been running for about 45 minutes and she's still at 61%. Probably because these only draw 0.25 amps a piece, so it's only 1 amp running currently. I know, I thought about it when I built it. That's definitely a gun. Someone's out there having fun. Fish house stuff. So, I don't have any rattle reels yet. I got a comment about that too. No rattle reels. I know. I only fucking had time to go once last year. Didn't have any time to put rattle reels in. Just had to freaking go. We're gonna get the rattle reels in. Perfect. Okay, rattle reels are all in and set. Got the ice chisel mounted on the wall. The ladder, still haven't found a place for that yet, but eventually I'm gonna hook it to the wall. Got the fishing pole rack set up. Yep, I know, it's in a different spot, but I thought about it that night and my son was actually able to reach the poles from the lower spot, so I moved it up to the higher spot. Now I don't gotta worry about it, and that is how you save money on medical bills. And then a crate full of miscellaneous junk that I have to figure out where to put in here. The new 8-inch swivel ice scoop. And now Dad's here, and we're gonna haul to the farm, weld the jack on, and then we're gonna do some fishing. Finally, I know, I take forever, and the season's like, you know, probably 2/3 over.
The ice is shit.
The ice is shit. There's like 2 feet of snow out there. It's slushy. Everyone's getting stuck, but god damn it, we're gonna make it happen for you guys. My buddy John just got back from his year-long deployment.
So much fun.
So he was hanging out in the desert for a whole year. Now he's here in like 8 degrees, and we're gonna do some welding outside because that's just how us Minnesota boys are.
I'm cold.
So plan of attack. Not sure how well the camera is picking up this light back here. That's not too bad. The new jack that we got, so I can not bust my back every time I drop the front of the fish house, because the problem we're having with this, even when we were camping, the back drops down from the drop axles, but the front had this pop-up camper jack that came with the pop-up camper frame, and it's just not set up for what is intended, you know? So just gonna slap on a couple bars across the A-frame here on the front, and then probably just weld this in. You know, if it ever breaks, I'm kind of fucked. I'll just cut it out and re-weld it, but this was $19 and I know how to cut and weld, so I'm not too worried about it. So we're just gonna put one here, put one here, cut this bottom brace out of the bottom there, and you know, if you're already wondering why I'm not putting it through there, it's because it doesn't fit and this plate is not strong enough, it's not thick enough for that. So we're cutting that out, putting this on, and that's also going to, this is fully collapsed right now, so once it's slapped on at this height, that's right about the height I want to be on maxed out, so I can put a block under there, and that'll be right about where the blocks would be above the ice anyway. So then I can unhook it from the truck and then crank it all the way down to the ice like a normal fish house, instead of doing this little bottle jack one here. But I'm gonna keep this one on just for emergencies, and that way if this one ever fails, you still have a backup, and vice versa. So I guess let's cut and weld.
Yeah. That's one of the things Chris does, is hit it from the back.
That's right. That's my favorite position.
GoPro, stop recording.
Well, there we go. She's on there forever now. Nothing too pretty or too fancy, but it's functional, and that's the way I roll. She goes down and back up. That's all we need. Should be able to flush it all the way up to the bottom of the frame, just about. Right about there, be perfect. And I put very thick beads on there. I might as well make it completely impossible to cut out if I ever have to replace it. That way I can kick myself later, but it's strong, so that's what I want. Well, sun's out, so that means it's time. Let's go fishing. Well, this is the lake. Little Pine. Then my buddy in his badass Duramax had to show up.
Hey.
Make my truck look like a pussy.
What up? Just in case you need a little help getting a tug, you know, I don't want you to get stuck out there by yourself.
I appreciate it.
I got you.
This is Tyson, Splain.
What up?
One of the perm homies.
Homeboy. We're on a mission today, baby.
Whoa. That's a little bit of a lip there, bud. Piece of cake. I'm so happy I built the drop axles to sit 15 inches above the ice. Not bad, not bad. Tyson's doing some off-roading. Must be nice. Holy shit. Woohoo. I guess on this lake this weekend there's a big festival called the Pike Fest or something. I didn't know about that. So they got all these huge roads plowed, which works out perfect for me because I'm gonna plow. So this is doing all right. Okay, we're freaking in. Heater's on. 2 rattle reels down. Dad and I are jigging here. But we're out here. We're out here on Little Pine. 2022. Hell yeah, finally. Something super cool that I just found out about. I found this on Amazon. It was referred to me by a friend of mine who just built a truck camper thing, and he has the buddy heater too. This is a heat powered fan. So I'm about to blow your guys' mind here because this was just a new discovery for me this year. This little guy is a heat powered fan. Heat generates power somehow, so there's no batteries, no electricity. It's infinite power. As long as you have heat, you can blow it around with this heat fan. You just set it right here on top of the heater here. Somehow or one way I'm gonna figure this out here, but just set it there, let it start getting hot, and it will blow heat. It's the most bizarre thing ever. I tested it out on my stove in the kitchen, but once that metal gets enough heat, it goes up to that little plate, and I'm not sure what goes on because I haven't really researched too much about this, but blows it around, and then I don't have to waste too much battery with the computer fans if I don't want to, because this will blow it right from the source. So let that heat up and get rolling here in just a second once it gets hot enough. There they go. Starting to warm up. So then it just starts freaking blowing. I don't understand. It makes absolutely no sense, but
That's crazy.
it is, isn't it?
That's awesome.
It's just infinite power on a fan, and you can blow the heat around. And I mean, quite a bit of air comes off of these two little fans here. And then as it gets hotter, it just spins faster. And then when I tested it out on my stove, I pulled it off the stove, and it spun for like another half hour until the metal cooled.
I can put that on your mom's head because she's so hot, and it would just like infinitely like blow air.
Look at that. Look at the little bugger. There's quite a bit of air.
That's weird.
That's just impressive. I also picked up a new thermostat, and I haven't put batteries in it yet, but this has got all the fancies. Because the old one that I found in my garage when I bought my house finally took its last little temp reading, so she's toast. But this couldn't have got any better. We're all banked up. Nice open parking lot here for multiple people for this event going on this weekend, so I mean it worked out perfect. And the road's right there to go back home. Pretty freaking awesome. Look who showed up. The duck hunting legend.
How you doing, sir?
Pretty good.
How's it all going? Good?
Yeah, I mean we got it out here. This is my old man in there.
Did you catch any fish yet?
Well, somebody keeps making so much fucking noise. I don't know if there's anything within 100
He just
yards.
threw a pike on the ice.
Did he?
Yeah, he just ripped the line out of it and threw a pike in there.
Have you ever seen that before? That's a heat generated fan. There's no electricity to it.
No batteries, nothing. It's running off the heat.
Well, now that's pretty badass.
I know,
It's like,
dude.
I don't know what the fuck would make it do that, but it does.
Yeah, tell me what's making it go.
I don't understand.
Well, and then the funny part about that, so it's a heat generator fan, and all these damn, now they're charging an extra $100 to get the ones that the battery goes into and shit.
In the back.
Yeah,
That's $19 on Amazon.
that little.
Yep. It doesn't make any sense. And then if you pull it off the heat, it'll sit and spin for like another half hour. It's like a wood stove setup.
It's almost like it just charges itself or something. I don't understand why.
That's pretty badass. What do you got for battery in here?
2 golf cart batteries.
Holy
So,
hell!
At 76%, I haven't plugged it in like 4 days, and I mean you could run these 4 lights for like a week.
I was gonna say absolutely.
But I mean if you plug the phone in, it would dig into a little bit or stuff like that.
How are those? So what is that? Is that a 12 volt?
6 volt. 2 6 volts. Ran in series, and then it's a 12 volt circuit. But
Circuit, yeah.
True deep cycle.
Yeah. How are they? I mean, like, you still charge them the same way and stuff? Like, I mean.
So like the same power module that plugs in the ice castles, I just
Yep.
bought the same one and cut it in and then.
So you can plug this into a generator, and did you put a charger in here or no?
Yep, that power supply battery charger by PowerMax.
Okay.
Same one that Ice Castle has, and then I got the 30 amp to 15 amp and 30 amp to 50 amp for any campsite.
Yeah, so that way you can plug in anywhere. I do not like the placement of your chisel.
No? Oh yeah. You know what?
Dunk, boosh, ah!
I like
That'd be another YouTube video when we're coming out scuba diving for it.
right.
There you go. I like it.
I
like
tacked it all in here in the driveway, and I thought about that too, and I was like, huh. I was like, well, I already put it up.
Yeah, no shit, right? It'll make for a good story. I mean, at least get it bent and discolored or something first, and then
Round 2, Dad and I fished until like 9:30 last night and didn't catch shit. But Jesse and Tyler were out here
I'm gambling.
playing some scratch offs. Just got out here.
Some big pike.
Big daddies like Chris.
Walleye.
Yeah, big daddies like Chris.
We're going for some walleye. I've heard people say that it's a morning bite. I've heard people say that it's an afternoon bite, and I've heard people say it's a night bite. So I don't really know, but
It's an everyday bite.
It's how you wiggle your worm.
Yeah.
the weather got to 36 degrees, so that little warm snap sometimes makes fish do different things. So we're gonna see if they're up here on this little hill here. One of the guys next door that kind of gave me the get down of the spot here just showed up and he's one of my subscribers. What a surprise. Sean?
Chris, nice to meet you.
Oh yeah.
A fan.
How cool is that? He's already watched the whole fish house build.
I have. I've seen it all. You did a good job.
Thank you. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just kind of a small world. That's how it is up north here, you know.
Yep. It's awesome.
Yeah, we were at the gas station the other day and some guy came up when he was airing up his tire. He's like, I've watched your video.
It's cool, you know?
Yeah.
What the fuck are you doing?
Don't touch it right. Stop it.
Okay, well, haven't caught shit on this spot over on Little Pine, and we're about to get 4 to 8 inches of snow and high winds, so I'm gonna take my chance now and pull the house off the lake, and then wait till this storm passes, and then pull it out on a lake closer to home. So we just got to the lake, and we're gonna pull that bitch off. There she is right there. Unbuckling, because that's what you do on the ice for you that, you know, don't ice fish and aren't from up north. Sean's out there pulling his house off today too, one of my subscribers. Thank you again. He's been keeping an eye on my fish house. He's quite a bit closer to this lake than I am, so he's been keeping an eye on the fish house for me every time he comes out, and I really appreciate that. It's cool. You guys are awesome. Friggin', you guys are awesome. I'm really nothing special, but there's 2,000 of you that watch me, and that's pretty freaking cool. There she is. What's up, Sean? It's not too bad. The wind blew all my bank away, so I got underneath there and kind of blew into the holes in the house, but it's really not that bad. Not frozen down or nothing. A little bit of snow coming through that hole here because all my bank's gone. But yeah, nobody broke in. It's been sitting on here for 2 weeks. Not bad. Crank her up, get hooked up, and get her home. Recharge the batteries and wait till the snowstorm's gone. Thanks again for watching the fish house for me.
No problem.
Hey,
And we'll
good
see you
talking to
around.
man.
Yeah.
The patented one crank wonder design. You're welcome.
There's always plenty of friends to go fishing with you, but when it comes time to take it off, it's the dad. I think your battery might be going dead.
Probably is, yeah.
Yeah,
Some people look up to me for advice.
can't imagine that.
All right, one side's up. And we'll use it on the same winch on the other side.
I'll get some great footage of you breaking your wrist. That's pretty slick.
Yeah. I've never seen anyone use the same winch for both sides, and it's one of those things I thought about in the middle of the night when I couldn't sleep, and I was like, huh, that makes more sense to me. And Dad too. This was also your partial idea, because you were talking about how then you can get it out of the elements and keep it in the warm fish house, so your winch lasts forever
And nobody steals it.
and nobody can steal it. And
So you go out there to get your winch and it's gone.
Yeah, and I can also use this as a come along for putting cars on the car trailer.
Right on.
Oh, a piece of cake. She's lifting right off.
Yes, she is. That's a good hootie built right there.
There! Successful. She's not stuck on the ice. chisel that I haven't even got to use yet. Look at that. Oh my God. Oh geez, it's so tight I can't even get the fucker off of there. Oh my God. Okay, them two are free. Look at me doing what most people are too fucking lazy to do. And just like that, within a minute of work, you can save a snowmobiler's life. Old frickin' K, we got her back home, got it plugged in, topping the batteries off, and then I guess we just wait for the snow to come tomorrow and see how the lake looks. And that's pretty much it for this video. I just wanted to get the stuff wrapped up in there, get it out on the ice, and we didn't catch any fish, but in the next video, we're gonna catch some damn fish. So I'll see you there.